What's up, peeps? It's Hannafooter. We're back. It's a lovely night in Milan, or wherever Monza is. Probably in Monza, which is close to Milan. Good enough. We got the goat on the pole. Okay. We got John Speed, Ozzy Samira, Brian Barker, James Saunders, Derek Hamill, Daniel Voiles, Patrick Smith. You'll notice the top 10 has 2 Saubers and 2 Williams. Also 2 Red Bulls, but that's not important. Taylor Brian Price, Takumi Fujiwara, Ami Futami, Hanamata Kunikita, Zachary Taylor, Yukio Hagiwara, Kanan Matsuda, Mami Futami, Tito Peters, Jackson Storm, Henry Nova, The Goat's Dad, Betty Johnson, and Mike Swiney. So the cars head off of that huge corner, and they're on the grid spots now. Lights out, go, go, go! And it's a good start from the Goat here, but probably just as good of a start from John Speed right behind the Goat, looking a little bit loose in turn 1 here. However many turns are in this on this track here. No, here come the 2 Saubers. Goat's still looking loose here. He spun it. He's off the ground, and that's a huge. Actually, it doesn't look like anybody's been crashed yet. Bit of contact with Renault there. I think Taylor Brian Price got caught up in the mess. And now the Goat has cut the track on this dividing line right here. And we're going to have to watch and see what happens to him. He spun it on the entry to pit road. And is he going to retire? Yes, he is. He's going to retire. That leaves John Speed in the lead. Derek Hamill following closely behind here. They're already about to start the second lap here. Let's speed through this and get back live. La 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 la. I can't sing. Derek Hamill's taking the lead, and Takumi Fujiwara is about to take second here. No, he's falling back. Come on. Let's get back live. We gotta get back live. John Speed's retaking the lead, I guess. Oh, here we are. We're back live here, and Derek Hamill's falling back quite a bit here. 3rd place belongs to Patrick Smith-Mao. Now, Takumi Fujiwara in 2nd here. Through this corner here, got a good run on the outside. John Speed, probably a better one. Fujiwara still running side by side. He's got the inside line into his car. Bit of contact with Patrick Smith here. That's probably going to slow both of them down. Here comes Derek Hamill, of course. He hasn't fallen behind entirely. Wow, that's a cool corner. Cool camera angle as well, but it has just cut through those trees there, I think is what happened. Good one. This pack of 4 cars in the lead. Running really close together here. Derek Hamill to the inside of... I forget who. Patrick Smith down this straight here. That is a bunch of cool camera angles. The trees get in the way sometimes. I think they're supposed to be trees. Anyways, the Goat apparently had a header problem. That's what it says. I guess he's bad at headers. Well, he isn't the tallest one because he's Latino, but it's Latino because he's Latino, and Latinos are short. That doesn't mean I can't be good at headers, but usually tall people are good at headers. And can you think of many tall Latinos? Here they come. This is where the Goat spun out. You see the tire marks there. This is the section of the track where someone could easily cut that corner there. That's probably how the Goat took the pole. Derek Hamill taking 3rd position from Patrick Smith into the final corner. He's running side by side of Takumi Fujiwara through it. And he takes the position. Takumi Fujiwara fouls in front of Patrick Smith, but behind Derek Hamill as they come into the pits. Patrick Smith's teammate James Saunders has stayed out and will lead lap 3 of this race. He flies into turn 1. Let's see who else stayed out. Mike Swiney, it appears. Most everybody else heading in already. Everybody except James Saunders and Mike Swiney, who will most likely come in later on. Let's take a look at your race on pit road. John Speed. There's Derek Hamill. That's all I know. Guess we'll look at this camera. There we go. That is fantastic. John Speed gets out ahead of Derek Hamill. Next is, well, most likely Takumi Fujiwara. Asa Samira beats James Saunders to the line. Fast pit stop there from Miura's team. That's fantastic. Next down is Ami Futami, Hanamata Kunikita, Jackson Storm, Henry Nova, Betty Johnson, Daniel Bolas, Yuki Hagiwara. And Goat's Dad a bit slow in turn 1. Is there a spin back there? No, just the lights. Tito Peters and Kana Matsuda get by him. Taylor Brian Price and Zachary Taylor might do so as well. Here's Mami Futami and Brian Barker, who I guess is in last now. Second to last. Yeah, the Goat's Dad a bit slow here. Not sure what's wrong with him. There's a bit of damage to his car, however. That might clear up something in the story eventually, if we get that information. James Saunders heads around to the final corner. It's long, winding right turn. NASCAR drivers would most likely want to turn left around a corner such as this, if it's high banking. That's not the right way around the track, obviously. James Saunders slowing here. He's going to head into the pits now. Probably lose a lot of positions. His time in the lead, as you can see, is quite short-lived. Mike Swiney in after him. Here comes Derek Hamill. He's got in front of John Speed. Takumi Fujiwara holds third position. Here they come around the final corner. They're heading down the final straight towards the final corner. Let's see if James Saunders can get out of his pits, get a good stop before everybody passes him by. Can hear the engines in the background. Tense moment here. Here they come down the front straight. James Saunders and Mike Swiney, it looks like, going to beat them out of pit road, but will he be able to get back up to racing speed? Here he comes around the first corner. Derek Hamill and John Speed running side by side. That's very scary. James Saunders might be pooing his pants as he gets passed by John Speed and Derek Hamill out of that corner. Takumi Fujiwara getting in front of him as well. You see, there's a car there. Is that the Goat's Dad? Yes, it is. You see the lead cars come by, and the Goat's Dad is... I have no idea. Obviously not having a good day, but here's John Speed. Nose in front of Derek Hamill, if only for a split second. Takumi Fujiwara watching them from close behind. John Speed files in front of Derek Hamill. Again, this has been exciting so far. Lots of lead changes, mostly between these two. And the two Williams. Both of them have held the lead at least once, I believe. Let's head on board with Derek Hamill for a second. Derek Hamill to the inside, down the front straight. We reached the halfway point of this race. Who's going to make it to the line first? It's still going to be John Speed. Car exiting the pits there. That is the Goat's Dad. Hopefully he can get back up to racing speed. He's probably a lap down already. He's surely about to be. Derek Hamill follows in front of John Speed, taking advantage of that lapped car still on the track. Takumi Fujiwara's fallen behind. In fact, I believe he's pitted, actually. He's in the pits. Ami Futami and Jackson Storm and Ami Futami, well, both Renaults and Haas cars there, it seems. John Speed riding on Derek Hamill's gearbox here. Hey, no, I don't want to buy it. All right. Do you really think I have $40 to blow on this? My days. Anyways, we'll have to see if these guys come into the pits as well. I think that was the point I was trying to make before I was so rudely interrupted by Bandicam there. I think now we'll have a spell on board with John Speed. John Speed to the outside, down the front straight here, heading into turn 1. He's going to stay behind Derek Hamill. Head out of the corner. They head out of the corner. They head out of the corner and onto this straight. Still Hamill in the lead. Let's see who's nearby. I believe that's Takumi Fujiwara on the opposite side. Actually, both Haas cars there. So, this is a cool angle. There, yeah, it is. Just I guess that spectator is hovering over the air, or that camera is on the light pole or something. We're going to take a look at your order as always. Leading the field is Derek Hamill. Next is John Speed. Last podium position, James Saunders. Mike Swiney and Daniel Voiles in the top 5. I guess Voiles is taking position from Henry Nova, who himself is looking to defend 6th position now from Voiles' teammate, Betty Johnson, who sat in the 7th. 8th place belongs to Aza Samira. 9th is Patrick Smith, and 10th, Hanamani Kunikita. Behind them, Kanan Matsuda, Tito Peters, Taylor Brian Price, Yukio Hagiwara, Zachary Taylor, Brian Barker, Takumi Fujiwara, Jackson Storm, Mami Futami, and I guess the GOAT's dad. The GOAT, of course, having retired from this race rather early on. You can tell from these past few corners here that Derek Hamill's not willing to give an inch to John Speed. Hopefully he doesn't have to give one as he comes into the pits. Pits, right here. So who's behind him? James Saunders, Mike Swiney, Daniel Voiles, Henry Nova, Betty Johnson. Let's look at who else comes on. Yeah, let's not. Looks like that's Mike Swiney heading in as well. Fast pit stop from Derek Hamill. He exits his pit stall just in front of John Speed. Let's see who gets out in front of him. Behind him, James Saunders. In front of Mike Swiney here. It's still Daniel Voiles, Henry Nova, and Betty Johnson, whose positions are the same here, but you can see these cars getting by. Patrick Smith and Aza Samira, those two stayed out. Don't believe they'll get past the front 3 cars, however. James Saunders is looking aggressive on John Speed's backside. John Speed, of course, having fallen behind quite a bit from Derek Hamill or something like that. Side by stride. Stride? My days, I can't speak today. Normal day then. Normal day. But James Saunders is taking that position clean as you like. Overtakes of the week, as usual. John Speed to the outside of this corner. Maybe just went a bit wide. Can't really tell you. Hagiwara stuck in the pits. Not sure what that is about. Looks like there's damage to the side of her car. Maybe we can find out what went wrong. I guess she just lost the engine. I don't know. That's what it seems like. We'll gloss over that. Sure, she's fine. I'm sure of it. As you can see here, John Speed has fallen back quite a bit here. He's just lost third position to Mike Swiney. I don't believe McLaren have had a podium yet this season. They're definitely looking to get one. See these 5 cars here riding closely together here. Mike Swiney to James Saunders is inside. Looking for second position, as you can see. Patrick Smith following closely behind. Samira there as well. That's a cool angle. Well, it looks like these two are going to slow down and head into the pits, so there goes that. There goes that chance for that position here. Mike Swiney has beaten James Saunders to the line. John Speed watching closely behind them. Still Derek Hamill. He's getting onto the front straight. Let's see how close Mike Swiney is. A few seconds behind, as you can tell. Takumi Fujiwara again on the opposite side of the track. James Saunders still looking to get past Mike Swiney again. Saw him get very close to getting side by side through that corner. John Speed still looking aggressive here. He doesn't want to lose this podium that he's fought so hard for today. James Saunders a bit wide there. Looking very aggressive either way. But so is John Speed. He went wide as well. Not sure if that's an attempt to go a bit faster, but here he is riding James Saunders' rear end. Wow, I haven't seen this angle before. James Saunders to the inside, into this corner. Wait, did I say James Saunders? I meant John Speed. Wow! These two initials are JS, so how can you blame me? It's James Saunders the inside this time. Through this corner here. Trying ever so hard to defend the position from John Speed. And person here, John Speed with a better exit on the outside to come down the final straight. John Speed has all but a tire in front. They come through the final corner. John Speed nearly running side by side with Mike Swiney as these two instead running side by side. James Saunders as well, of course. Two to go for Derek Hamill. It's still James Saunders and John Speed running side by side. John Speed, of course, is in Mike Swiney's gearbox. John Saunders has the inside line through this corner here. It's this 3 cars shaped like a triangle mostly. John Speed has fallen a bit. Out of position. And now it's James Saunders looking aggressive on Mike Swiney's gearbox. He's not in his gearbox anymore. He heads to the outside line. Down this straight. Derek Hamill, just a memory in the distance, really. Guess the Goat's dad didn't retire after all. And he's actually in front of Yukio Hagiwara, it seems. Let's take a look at your fastest laps here. Minute 41 from the Goat, because he spun onto the opposite side of the track and then he retired. Because he crossed the line to get to his pit stall. Next fastest lap is from Daniel Voiles, 2 minutes 9.655 seconds. Next is Takumi Fujiwara, 2 minutes 9.684 seconds. I don't know about you, but it looks like James Saunders is trying hard to close the gap between himself and Derek Hamill. It looks as if that's trying to. Perfect timing, I suppose, on that start or whatever. Looks like John Speed has managed to get in front of Mike Swiney while we were jibber-jabbering about random stuff. I don't know. Let's take a look at your order again. Of course, Hamill, Saunders, Speed, Swiney, Nova has gone in front of Voiles again. Johnson right behind. Smith, Miura, and Kunikita. Next is Matsuda, Peters, Taylor, Taylor, Brian Price. Taylor, and then Brian Price. Yeah, who cares? Evidently we do, as they head around the final corner. Last lap for Derek Hamill, last lap before the win. Can he overcome the pressure? It's still James Saunders and John Speed. John Speed has gotten into second here. It's been an exciting fight between these guys for the podium positions. And Mike Swiney has found himself back in fourth position again. And McLaren's hopes of getting a podium today are dashed on a stone. You saw Patrick Smith on the opposite side of the track here, there, wherever. About to start the final lap, I believe. I'm gonna ride on board with John Speed almost until the very end. Nobody's giving an inch here. Derek Hamill around the final corner. Down the front straight. And it's Derek Hamill who wins the Italian Grand Prix. And what a well-deserved victory at that. Absolute domination today. Yeah, I don't know. Bleh. Derek Hamill wins today. John Speed and James Saunders on the podium, well deserved. Mike Swiney, Henry Noma 4th and 5th. They both did well today. I'm sure they both wanted the podium, but you're gonna have to suffice with the top 5. Daniel Volas, Betty Johnson, Patrick Smith, Asa Samir, and Hanamata Kunikita. Running out the top 10 behind them, Kana Matsuda, Tatum Peters, Taylor Brian Price, Zachary Taylor, Jackson Storm, Takumi Fujiwara, who retired but was still scored. Definitely. That's probably. Yeah. I'm sure Brian Barker, the Futami twins, all three find that very annoying. Goat's dad 1 lap down, Hakiwara 2 laps down, and the Goat retired early on. And now, well, Storm Barker and the Goat's dad and Mami Futami are still out there. So the pace car has some company as we leave here. Derek Hamill ekes out a win at Milano. Nice! Oh, Portugal's next. That's awesome. Betty Johnson's still leading the points here, but Derek Hamill joins her, Tito Peters, Zachary Taylor, and Daniel Wallace as a two-time winner in this season. I actually don't remember Ken Matsuda winning. Oh right, it was the one when Kimi Gayo was what we found to be a really quiet anthem, at least from the website I use. So, Tito Peters 3rd, Zachary Taylor 4th, Daniel Volas 5th. Well, you can just read, guys. Fujiwara and Storm still doing crap, unfortunately. And of course, the Manners, the Goat's dad and the Goat, doing absolutely terrible. It's been Hanafuda, it's been a time and a half in honor. And I still think it's anybody's game. Probably. Unlike the Cup Series now. Haha. Banter.